Hola, buenas tardes, señores. Otro año más nos encontramos aquí en las instalaciones de Vistahermosa Club de Golf para retransmitiros con muchísimo gusto en este caso el segundo Open internacional de Croquet Golf, en el cual durante 3 días desde el pasado jueves se están produciendo y se están realizando una serie de partidos con muchos de los mejores jugadores del mundo. Bueno, no me he presentado todavía, recordarme, si recordáis mi voz, soy Rafael Romero, jugador de Croquet. Encantado de volver a retransmitiros. Vamos a intentar retransmitiros este año esta final, al igual que hicimos el año pasado en la final del Campeonato de España. Comentaros que han participado 24 jugadores de muchos países, de diferentes países. Hemos ido porque yo también he tenido el honor y el placer de poder jugar este magnífico campeonato. Hemos sido 24 jugadores, como he dicho, 7 jugadores españoles, 5 ingleses, 4 americanos, 4 jugadores egipcios, un neozelandés, un sudafricano, un belga, un mexicano, y seguramente me quedaré con alguno por el camino. Deciros y comentaros rápidamente, bueno, la final que acaba de comenzar y que estáis ustedes, el actual número 1 del mundo, Reg Bamford, de nacionalidad viendo en vuestras pantallas, la está jugando el actual número 1 del mundo, sudafricana, el cual, bueno, si me pusiera a hablar del currículum de Reg, pues bueno, me podría llevar aquí toda la tarde hablando, entonces no podríamos retransmitir la final, pero bueno, ha sido campeón 10 veces del Abierto Británico de Croquet AC, 10 veces del Abierto de Croquet GC, que como ya sabéis ustedes por la retransmisión anteriores es la Association Croquet and Golf Croquet, las dos diferentes modalidades de juego que hay del croquet. 4 veces campeón del mundo de Association Croquet y 2 veces campeón del mundo de Golf Croquet. Y la está jugando con nuestro querido compatriota José Riva, que ha sido campeón de Europa en tres ocasiones. Ha sido de Golf Croquet en 2016 y en Association Croquet 2017 y 2018. Es decir, es el actual campeón de Association Croquet europeo. Aparte de tercer puesto, medallista de bronce de Croquet Association. Tengo además el placer de este año de compartir esta retransmisión. Vamos a intentar hacerlo lo más amena posible, y para que además se nos entiendan en todas las partes del mundo, con otro hispanoparlante, lo que pasa que en este caso con un acento diferente, que es nuestro querido amigo Rick Zazueta, proveniente de México. Tengo también al campeón belga, y también que es nuestro querido amigo, también participante. Luego soy participante de este magnífico evento que llevamos 3 días celebrándolos aquí, con nuestro amigo Pierre Baudry, nuestro campeón belga, y por supuesto con también nuestro amigo el más gracioso de todo, que además nos va a divertir muchísimo con sus comentarios, que es nuestro querido Guy Scarfield, presidente del Dulwich Club en Londres. Y ahora os lo presentaré, le pasaré el micrófono para que como ya todos me conocéis la voz. Ahora acaba de pasar el primer aro de la final. Os pongo un poquito en antecedentes. La final se juega el mejor de 3 partidos de cada partido, el mejor de 13 aros, es decir, el que haga 7 aros será el campeón de cada set. Hay que decir que también, y no quiero olvidarme, bueno, este campeonato se está celebrando, como ya me habéis escuchado, se está celebrando aquí en las instalaciones de Vistahermosa Club de Golf, aquí en el puerto de Santa María, y este campeonato ha sido organizado por la Federación Española de Croquet, en la cual, bueno, su presidente José Riva, que tenéis ya tuvisteis la oportunidad de conocerlo el año pasado, ya después hablaremos un poco también con él, y como digo, una participación excelente. Han venido los 4 últimos campeones de del mundo de golf croquet, y bueno, yo creo que ha sido un nivel realmente espectacular, y ha sido también una de asistencia de público que importante. Entonces, bueno, como os comentaba, ya ha empezado la final con Reg Bamford y contra Pepe Riva. Y yo ahora simplemente le voy a pasar también tengo que comentar, también se ha puesto por primera vez aquí en un campeonato organizado por la Federación Española de Croquet, en la cual se ha creado un comité de árbitros, y hay una serie de árbitros que están arbitrando la final. Don Alfonso Urbano Roldán como árbitro principal y como árbitro asistente don Luis Gortázar, pero no puedo dejar la oportunidad de darle las gracias también al resto de árbitros, doña Begoña Alzaburu, doña Nina Solís, doña Susana Romero, don Manuel Fontán, y todas las personas que han participado para que esto sea importante. Después, por supuesto, también tendremos su comentario. Y yo, sin más, le voy a pasar el micrófono a Rick Zazueta para que se presente también un poco y vaya también un poco comentando las jugadas de esto. Dentro de un rato pues seguiré hablando con ustedes, y muchísimas gracias por vuestra atención, y estoy convencido de que lo vais a disfrutar, y vamos a intentar haceros disfrutar con nuestro deporte preferido, que es el croquet. Rick, muchas gracias por tu presencia. Sabemos la larga distancia que has tenido que venir, pero esperemos que, como siempre que has venido aquí a nuestro país, lo hayas disfrutado y lo hayas gozado, ¿eh? Que disfrutes, Rick, con esta transmisión.
Muchas gracias, Rafa. Muy contento de estar aquí, y sí, venir a España a jugar al croquet es una experiencia muy especial. Lo mejor que le pudo haber pasado al croquet es que los españoles empezaran a jugar. Esto es mucho nivel de juego, la hospitalidad, todo lo que sucede aquí en España alrededor del croquet es algo maravilloso. Un público fantástico, público conocedor, que cada vez sabe más de este deporte y se emociona con los tiros. Ahora vemos a Pepe Riva, que tiene el objetivo de barrer roja o entrar a aro. Tiene una doble posibilidad y barre roja. Muy bien hecho, Pepe. Ahora sigue Reg Bamford. Un señor muy metódico. Los dos es un enfrentamiento entre dos jugadores del croquet muy analíticos, que juegan como ingenieros, con mucho método, siempre repitiendo el mismo ritual antes de jugar, dando golpes precisos. Rich se ha colocado, bloqueándole el paso a aro a Pepe. Pepe intentará barrer amarilla. Exitoso, ha quitado amarilla de la zona de peligro, se ha posicionado en una buena posición porque está en la esquina, y desde las esquinas es mejor barrer. Reg Bamford se posiciona justo enfrente del aro. Veremos. Pepe hace algo con negra que se pone atrás de roja. Quiere decir que tiene tiro con su azul a quitar roja y dejar limpio negra. Vemos a Reg caminar, se alinea, va por negra, parece. Pum, quita negra, muy bien, muy buen tiro. Va Pepe con azul. Y falla roja. Es el primer error que vemos en el partido. Partido con mucho nivel. Y no es común. Ahora vamos a ver a Reg Bamford meter el aro 2. Limpio. Ok. Ahora pasaré el micrófono to our friend from England, Guy Scurfield, who's the president of the Dulwich Club. We're very excited to have him here. Very excited to be spending some croquet time with him. Fantastic player, very knowledgeable about the game. Could you narrate Hoop 3 for us, please?
Sure, thanks very much, Rick. And here we have Pepe Riva approaching Hoop 3. The black ball heading up, moving up towards the boundary, nicely in front, about a yard in from the boundary. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, because I think this is the first English you've heard today. We have Reg Bamford playing Pepe Riva in the final of the Spanish Open. It has been an amazing few days here. I cannot begin to tell you just how much fun and how incredibly hospitable the Spanish have been, and what a great show they have put on. We have been here several times over the last few years, and we absolutely love it. Reg has just approached with yellow, and it's hard to tell from this angle, but he may have a block in on the black. Currently the score, in case you haven't got it, if you're watching this you should be able to see it, but the score is 1-all. Blue, Pepe puts blue in, a little short perhaps, but not bad. We will see what he does when Reg is going across to take a look at what's going on. As he does, takes his time. We know this. We watched him play Khaled in the semi-final. What a semi that was. This morning we had two spectacular semi-finals. Both of them went to 3 games. Both of them went to Hoop 13 in the 3rd game. Reg taking out Khaled and Pepe taking out Lionel Tibble. Spectacular games, and they've been fantastic matches all across the day today. And now here we are with the main final. And if I may, I'm going to say that Reg, when he ran Hoop 13 from the boundary in game 3, I've never seen him give a fist bump before, but it was a pretty vigorous fist bump. Reg clears across, sends red across, clears blue out from Hoop. But black is still there, so Pepe's now coming to the back of 3 to work out. I can't see from here whether he's going for yellow or the hoop. I suspect yellow. It looks that way. And here we go. Nice clearance, didn't quite get it as straight as he would have liked. Black's headed away, so that probably puts it a little bit back into Reggie's hands. He can punt the yellow back into position and try and take control. We'll see. Hopefully those of you are seeing the pictures. I can't see the pictures you guys are seeing at the moment, but the pictures are the pictures from here are beautiful. It's a breezy day. Reg is punted back into position, about a yard in front of Hoop 3, a little to one side of it. Pepe trying to work out whether that's going to run or not, whether he needs to knock it, whether the black can see it or not. It looks like he's probably wired it from the black, and it's now blue to play. But yeah, while Pepe lines up, all I can say is just spectacular surroundings here. We're in the middle of Istanbul, so hopefully in the background you can see the Casa Grande, the beautiful house that is the main clubhouse here. Okay, Pepe going for the clearance. Nicely takes it away. Very nicely done. Very calm, very controlled. Just for Peter Hayden, I'm going to give Pagania a hug now. I know you may be able to see this on the TV, depends on where it's pointing, but just letting you know, that's what I've just handed on your hug. We'll just do a little session here as to who's gonna commentate when. Ricky's being very organised. It's very impressive. I think we were just going to go a little bit more freeform, but we'll see how we go. There's a long way to go. We're only on hoop 3 of what we expect to be probably 3 games.
We hope to get 3 games because this is top quality, top-notch croquet.
So Reg coming in. Looks like he's going to try and take it. Consider blue taken out. And for those many millions of you watching around the world, we're looking to do, some of this commentary will be in various different languages. We've already had Spanish. I'm afraid you've got me doing some of the English. We're hoping we may have some Belgian, we may have some French, we may get some American at some point.
What's the difference between Belgian and French?
Very different accent, I gather. Very different accent between the Belgian and the French. That's what I hear anyway. Possibly we might get Amir to do some Egyptian too. I think the Egyptians would probably, I'm sure there are some Egyptians watching. I've seen the stuff, so we might well ask Amir to do just a bit of commentary in Egyptian for the Egyptians. I know there's a lot of interest. Rick keeps getting a lot of messages wanting to know what's going on from Egypt. So, we will try and share this around, get a lot of people interested. Okay, so Pepe shot and missed. Reg going for hoop 3 here with the red ball. Ooh, looks like it's stuck right up against the hoop there, against the upright. We will see again from this angle, hard to see, but it looks like it's pretty much stuck on the wire there. In fact, you guys have probably got a better angle than I have because the camera's a lot closer to that than I am. Oh, Pepe going for a long-range jump here at hoop 3. Bold, very bold. Just skips to the left-hand side of the hoop. Nice bounce, but skips to the left-hand side of the hoop and runs down to the far boundary. I'm not going to attempt to do this in north, south, east and west because I always get those confused. Other people can be cleverer than me. Reg punts his yellow back over across, trying to protect the red on the hoop right now from the blue coming in from the boundary. Quite a steep angle. Cleans the yellow out very nicely. Blue just runs a little behind. Reg's now going to have to work out what he wants to do with his red. Reg is called for a referee, so he's obviously going to try something clever here, and we'll see what happens. And Alfonso Obono comes out to much applause from the crowd. Very popular in these parts. So one of the things that we've seen this week that we've not really seen before, we certainly don't see in England, but I think will become more common, is taking, not only putting the markers down, but taking slow-mo video footage of everything so that the referees can not just have to rely on their own eyesight, but actually take it away, just give it a couple of seconds, a little bit like the VAR in football, but significantly faster. And so they can have a look at it afterwards and determine with a second viewpoint whether they think it was clean or not. And we've had several instances this week where I think all the spectators would have thought something had been a foul, and the video replay showed it to be completely clean. So it's been really interesting, and I hope that this gets used a lot more because I think it's been fantastic. Yeah, and it's pretty fast. Unlike some of the VAR in football and sport, where it's incredibly slow. I have Begonia with me, who has been one of the referees for this week, and as she says, it's very fast. Here we go. You will see that Alfonso has got his phone out. He's very close. I don't think we have to worry about that one, as nothing happened. But he looks like he's bounced back from the hoop. I think Blue might be able to see him. I think Blue can probably see him from there. But unfortunately, Yellow may well punt him away. We'll see. Anyway, here comes Pepe from the far boundary, coming all the way back. Okay, I'm going to pass on to Rick now. Yeah, I'm not sure which language he's going to go for because he's multi-talented. So we'll see which one he wants to talk in.
Well, thank you very much, Guy. That was fantastic. We have a very, very good hoop. They're taking their time. A few mistakes have been made. But Reg is somehow trying to regain control. He's going to try to block Black. And misses his shot. Why was he going after Red?
Because Blue can cut Red into corner 2 now. I think you're going to see Pepe cut the Red and go to the north boundary. The Red is going to go to corner 2.
So that was a strategic decision that Reg was trying to do. He was trying to hit his own red ball out of the danger zone of what Blue is about to do. And now that this happened, Pepe has gained control of the hoop because he's got 2 hoop running shots, 2 7-yarders, pretty straightforward into the hoop. So worst comes to worst, he could go for hoop, regardless of what happens. Let's see what Reg does to try to regain control. Reg puts his red ball, attempting to block Black. Do you think he was successful at that? I can't see the angle.
I don't think he was, because Pepe is looking at the hoop.
He was not successful. Reg was not successful at blocking Black. So we see Pepe casting his swing, attempting to go for a hoop. Very good swing, and just hits the right post. Let's see what Reg does. Reg has a second attempt. He's going to attempt to block Blue from hoop.
Pepe has 2 choices now, clearing the red, but Black is miles away. I'm not sure you can see the yellow with the black. Yes, he's going for the red. No, he's not. He's going for the hoop. Ah, well. Well. And the Blue is not in a very good position if Red runs the hoop. I think Blue will stay there because it's got no approach to hoop 3.
It looks like Black might be offsides as well, just slightly. So Reg is in a good position to run yellow, leave Blue, and punish Black. And when you miss twice at this level, you really give away your shot. So Reg runs it very nicely, and the ball goes through the hoop, runs a little past the next hoop, but in a very powerful position. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I don't think Reg saw Blue's position, but on to the next hoop. Black to play. Pepe takes position about
Yes, he's gone really, really deep to avoid a clean clearance.
Pepe has a beautiful standard grip with a nice follow through. He's very methodical in his swing. Both very calm players. Let's see what Reg does.
His blue's been played too long, so a nice stop shot will give a big advantage to Reg, having two balls in front of hoop 4. Yep. Excellent. I think Pepe is going to go for the hoop now.
Is that the correct strategy all the time when your opponent has two balls at hoops to go for hoop? What does Pepe have? 7 yards? 9 yards?
Probably 9.
9 yards.
Yeah.
And makes it in. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And you can hear the public cheer for the local. So Reg has positioned himself at a slight angle coming into hoop 5, which is a crucial hoop because 5 and 6 need to be played as a unit. Let's see how these two gentlemen play these next two hoops. Blues position itself at about 7 yards. So Red was trying to block blue from yellow, but he blocked the hoop, so very good double block. So let's see what black does. Black is able to sneak past and clear yellow. Very well done, very well done.
Wide open. Yes, it's difficult to judge from here, but yellow was wide open, obviously. Well, Reg's going to go for blue after the last hoop where Pepe ran a 9 yard.
Bueno, pues ahora estamos en el aro 5. Joder, se están viendo unos golpes espectaculares, tanto de Pepe como de Reg. Están jugando un partido espectacular. Llevamos pues unos 40 minutos de partido y ya solo llevan 4 aros. O sea que es impresionante. Se han quitado ahora mismo 2 bolones y vamos, a unas distancias. Ahora Pepe intenta quitar la roja y no. O sea que Reg seguramente haga el 3-2. A ver si llega al siguiente aro. Al estar muy cerquita. Buena lo de Reg. Ha tirado un poquito encogido, creo. Porque tenía que haber llegado un poquillo más lejos. Pero bueno. Las finales son así. Buena colocación de Pepe, que creo que se ha tapado de la roja con el pijo.
Reg está en este momento valorando, sí, vela negra con su roja. Y parece ser que sí debe de verla, ya que con la amarilla se ha tirado a colocar y parece que a tapar la negra del aro. Así que en este momento tenemos la bola amarilla tapándole el aro a la negra. Pepe acaba de tirar y su bola ha quedado ladeada.
Reg se ha tirado al aro directamente. Quizás no veía la negra y por eso solo le quedaba la opción del aro. O sea, este aro se pone muy bien para Pepe. Yo creo que ahora mismo está pensando entre quitar la amarilla o tirarse directamente al aro. Finalmente quita amarilla y un resultado perfecto porque ha colocado la bola negra perfecta para el siguiente aro. Incluso no sé si la amarilla ve el azul, o sea, ha sido un golpe espectacular. O sea, de un nivel superior al de los corrientes jugadores de croquet. En el croquet hay muchas veces que no siempre tienes que pensar en el aro que estás jugando, sino pensar en el siguiente. Eso solo lo hacen los grandes jugadores. Bueno, fíjense dónde han colocado la bola amarilla y dónde está la negra ahora mismo. O sea, tiene controlado este aro y el siguiente. Parece que la veía un poquito, pero bueno. Ahí está Basilio Iglesias poniendo la bola. Junior poniendo la bola perfectamente. Y bueno, ahí ve a Pepe para intentar anotar el aro y ponerse 3-3. Perfecto. No era un tiro fácil. Con la presión, esos tipos de tiros un poco angulados, pues, y todo el mundo mirándote, pues a lo mejor te piensas un poco y te sale algo raro. Bueno, ahora Pepe tiene que pensar qué va a hacer. Si tirarse al aro con la negra o quitar la roja. Yo me tiraba al aro, porque quitar la roja, después la amarilla se coloca primero. O sea que yo creo que está manejando la situación de tirarse directamente al aro. Sí, va para el aro. Uf, casi. Ahora pasa. Ahora Reg tiene ventaja en el aro para anotarse el 4-3.
Okay, we see Reg from the east penalty, going back into hoop 7. And he's positioned himself in the corner. When playing corner hoops, always look for those corner angles, because that's from you control the whole court from there, and that's obviously what Reg is doing. And blue is going to attempt to put red deeper into the corner and take away its hoop running shot. and it moves red, but leaves him with a 7-yard boundary shot, which not sure if Reg is going to go for it. A player, it looks like he is. He's got a clean shotted hoop with no threat because black is outside of hoop running position and so is blue, so doesn't have a lot to lose by going for it. So here's Reg's hoop shot. And these Canadian super hoops are tough, no wiggle room, and very, very tough. They've really good players have been missing shots all tournament, and not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the hoops are playing very tight, and that's good. The level of play that is expected on these courts is very high. So
Pepe tried to block yellow with his black, but okay.
And we have another post being hit, and looks like the dynamics have changed in this hoop, and now Pepe has the upper hand. He's beginning to control this hoop, and this is a good position for Pepe because he knows exactly what he's doing. He plays a very elegant game, and this hoop calls for elegance. Reg sees the line. See if he can hit and position, which is what he's attempting to do. He hits black and positions himself in the corner, which is a powerful position to be at in this hoop because you can sweep everything from there into anywhere else on the court. And even though Pepe has a hoop running shot, he goes and he's just trying to block it from yellow, doesn't quite achieve it. Yellow still has a lot of meat on blue, but it can affect his shot somehow.
He can go for both yellow maybe.
Yeah, he might go for a double clearance. The problem with a double clearance is that sometimes you just fix the other ball, your primary objective, a little more than getting rid of both. So Reg is obviously thinking about his possibilities like a supercomputer that he is, and he's made his decision. I absolutely love corner hoops. Hoop 7 is one of the most defining hoops, in my opinion, of this game. They have the possibility of control. Looks like one of the spectators got in the way of Reg's line of sight, and he did not like that, asked him to move. So it takes an awful lot of focus to get out of your stance and regroup. Reg goes for the double clearance. Very well executed. And blue is left with a hoop running shot. And he will probably attempt this shot because he has nothing to lose by missing, because his opponent does not currently have a threat. So let's hope Pepe makes this because his ratio is due, because he's missed 2, and with this one should go in. And it does not. It hits that right post and bounces back a little past the west penalty area. So Reg is slightly more in control of this hoop at this point because he's got 2 balls on the correct side of the hoop, even though yellow is not in a running position, still in a very point of control. And of course black is going to sweep red and try to remain Good contact, very well played. Black is close to position, and let's see what yellow thinks. So Reg is trying to establish his dominance, trying to regain control. He's not thinking about running the hoop anytime soon. He just wants to make sure he goes for what looks like the wire. Pepe gives himself a hoop running shot from about 5 yards. Very good position to be, but doubted that yellow will leave him there. Let's see what red tries to do. So red goes for the stymie between black and blue. So looks like it was successful. So black has a more challenging play now.
Un poco de español. Parece ser que con la negra va a quitar la amarilla y por eso la roja se ha posicionado en ese sitio para bloquear la azul. Aunque en este último movimiento la ha movido, no sabemos si azul todavía tiene aro o no.
La esquina no es un mal lugar para estar, porque de ahí controlan toda la pista y estos señores son especialistas para jugar las esquinas y siempre es un lugar preferente. Entonces
parece ser que Reg ahora va a quitar azul hacia el lado largo, con lo cual enviaría azul lejos para poder entrar con su roja. Eso es lo que parece que está haciendo.
Quita azul, pero le deja un tiro a roja abierto. Estamos viendo un aro muy peleado. El abanico de posibilidades cambia con cada tiro y eso es parte de la emoción de este deporte. Y vemos a un Pepe Riva muy enfocado, listo para barrer roja. Y falla. Vemos un error crucial por parte de Pepe. Y viene Reg a pasar el aro desde un punto privilegiado que le permite acercarse al aro 8. Vamos a ver si al pasar por aro logra correr la bola hasta el frente. Y sí, pasa el 7 y pasa un poco del 8. Pasamos el micrófono a nuestro compañero, el guapo Rafa Romero.
Gracias, Rick. Gracias por lo de guapo, pero eres un muy mentiroso, porque sabes que no. Bueno, simplemente contestarle, primero daros las gracias por vuestra colaboración y por vuestra participación, que sé que estáis con el blog. Bueno, acabamos de tener, por poco se tiene un percance, porque se ha ido la sombrilla que tenía nuestro operador de cámara. Ahora mismo van 4-3 para Reg Bamford, se acaba de colocar Pepe Riva, y bueno, lo que estaba diciendo, dando las gracias por vuestra colaboración y por vuestra participación, que sabéis que tenemos en vuestro blog, porque es vuestro, no más que nuestro. Deciros, contestarle en este caso, dos preguntitas. La primera a Carlos de Alemania, que me estaba preguntando, que era la primera vez que veía un partido de croquet, y entonces pues todavía no sabía exactamente muy bien porque uno jugaba con una bola, el otro jugaba con otra, y bueno, pues bueno, decirle que es muy sencillo, esto es muy sencillo. Entonces hay un equipo en este caso que juega en la bola azul y la bola negra, y otro equipo que juega en la bola roja y la bola amarilla. Con vuestro permiso voy a intentar hablar más bajo y ahora me voy a callar un momento que va Reg a dar un golpe. Bueno, ha dado un golpe bueno, a mí me hubiera gustado darlo también, sobre todo por estar jugando la final, pero bueno, podría haber sido mejorable. Y bueno, como os decía entonces, un jugador lleva la bola azul y la bola negra, en este caso es nuestro compatriota Pepe Riva, que lleva esas dos bolas, y después nuestro gran amigo sudafricano y 3 veces campeón del mundo, Reg Bamford, lleva la bola roja y la bola amarilla. Y lo digo además en ese orden, se juega después en un orden predeterminado, que es primero juega la azul, después juega la bola roja, después juega la bola negra y después juega la bola amarilla. Y en este caso, bueno, y después se va llevando un orden también de un recorrido, no más que un orden, es un recorrido de aros, para que, y a medida que se va pasando un aro, se van después al siguiente. Por eso es distinto a la modalidad. Esta es la modalidad golf croquet. Te lo he resumido muy rápidamente, querido Carlos desde Alemania. A ver si espero que lo hayáis entendido, que lo hayas entendido, y que los demás también. Otra cosa también que me estaban preguntando, esto me lo preguntaban desde Vizcaya. Desde Vizcaya no lo preguntaba María Luisa desde Vizcaya, que aparte que en Vizcaya hay un club muy bueno que se juega también al croquet. Perdón, voy a tirar. Muy bien, Pepe Riva pasa y se pone empate a 4 ahora mismo, con un aro muy complicado, además posicionando su bola, pasando con la bola azul, pero con su bola negra muy bien posicionada en el siguiente aro, con lo cual ha sido una gran jugada, una muy buena estrategia que ha realizado. Por supuesto, de ejecución también. Bueno, lo que decía María Luisa desde Vizcaya, nos preguntaba que había unos niños que estaba viendo correr por el medio del campo, ¿no? Bueno, no que estén corriendo por el medio del campo, van corriendo, son hijos de jugadores de jugadores de croquet, en este caso, pues, de jugadores de croquet locales y miembros de la federación, algunos, que son los hijos de nuestro compañero que también está retransmitiendo aquí, Basilio Iglesias, nuestro compañero, nuestros amigos Ignacio Fernández Prada y nuestro amigo Ignacio Gutiérrez Trueba. Son los hijos de ellos los cuales están ayudando y colaborando, de tal manera que en el momento que una bola salga del terreno de juego, que está marcado que bueno, aproximadamente son 28 yardas por 36, 28 por 36 yardas, y bueno, los hijos de nuestros queridos amigos lo que hacen es que se fijan en el punto el cual sale la bola para colaborar con los jugadores y evitar que bueno, pues que la bola se coloque en un sitio inadecuado, que muchas veces, y ya llegados a este nivel de juego, los jugadores envían las bolas a determinados puntos de tal forma que el jugador contrario no sea capaz de golpearla después, de quitarla, porque aquí, como bien sabéis ya todos, no solo consiste en quitar bolas, en pasar los aros. Sí, pasar los aros es el marcador, el score, y es lo que te da la victoria, pero también a veces consiste en quitar la bola del contrario, evitar que el contrario pueda hacer el score, pueda hacer el aro. Bueno, simplemente era contestaros a esas dos preguntas, y de verdad, por favor, mandarnos más preguntas y decirnos qué queréis que os contestemos, y que estaremos encantados. Todos los colaboradores que estamos aquí de este magnífico deporte que nos apasiona tanto, estamos encantados de responderos. Le vuelvo a pasar el micrófono a nuestro pinche güey, Rick Zazueta.
Muchas gracias, Rafa, muchas gracias. Feliz de estar aquí en Vistahermosa viendo este increíble partido del croquet con este talento mundial. Vemos como Reg Bamford falló negra y lo pone en una situación muy difícil, porque Roja va a intentar un salto de rana y es con un ángulo, y aquí pueden pasar una de dos cosas: puede meterlo o puede al fallar, quitar negra. Entonces no es mala estrategia, ¿no? Y lo falla. Lo falla y negra se queda en una posición, pero como Pepe pasa el aro y se pone justo en el momento, en el lugar exacto donde quería estar para el siguiente aro. I'm going to pass the microphone back to our friend from Dulwich, Guy.
Hey folks, fascinating final in progress. The score 5-4 to Pepe over Reg Bamford. And Pepe has just run the ball beautifully, the black ball beautifully down to the next hoop, to the 10th hoop, sitting about a yard in front, a little to the right of it. Looking very good. So Reg is now got the yellow from back up at hoop 8. Just quietly puts it down the lawn. Looking to see where it finishes. Nicely done. I think Red can still see it. Pepe sends the blue down. Oh, gets right in front of the hoop. Nice shot. Very nice shot indeed. I think the crowd have seen so many good shots over the last few days. They don't know when to applaud a good one sometimes. There have been so many good shots and so many good games. Can't begin to tell. So Reg in his traditional contemplative style. Looking down, weighing up the options. And here he goes. Can't tell which one where he's going for, but he's made his decision. Sends Red down. So yes, unfortunate, very unfortunate for Reg. Sorry for the delay there because we were at a bit of an odd angle we couldn't see. Reg comes down, hits blue, peels it through. So Pepe is now in the lead by 6 hoops to 4. We're still on game 1. We've been playing now for about an hour, perhaps. I don't have the time on me, but yeah, about an hour. And the score is 6-4. Pepe Riva leading Reg Bamford, game 1 of the second Spanish Open final. The crowd delighting in fairly light winds, beautiful sunshine. A few Spanish telling me this is a bit early and it should be later, because the Spanish like everything a little bit later in the evening. Interesting. Reg sends yellow across to hoop 11, just bumps into black. That's going to make it very tricky for him with red from the boundary to try and clear black. Pepe sends blue in front, so we now have 3 balls in front. I can't tell you the angle from here whether Reg has a shot at anything in the hoop. I don't think he does. Begonia next to me is shaking her head, so Reg is coming to have a look. He's got a pretty tight shot here. He's got to take out black, which is if he does that, it's probably going to move yellow away. It's a tricky one. Pleased it's not my shot, I have to say. Very pleased it's not mine.
Question is, does black have hoop?
Yeah, that's true.
I think so.
I can't tell from this angle, Begonia, I can't see. Anyway, Reggie's made his decision, and here he goes. Red hits black. Black sends away. Yellow doesn't move much. That was a good result all round. Very good result all round. Pepe comes across. He's still got his blue in front of the hoop, but yellow is right next to it. So he's going to have to make a decision, I guess. Does he clear yellow, or does he just come back for position and let blue be hit away and know that he's in position? I'm guessing that's what he'll do, but That's exactly what he does. Puts black nicely back into position. Reg will now have to clear blue, and then red has a long shot down the lawn to clear black. I don't think it's wide. I think he's gone past the hoop, so I don't think it's wide. Looking at the angle from here, he looks like he's in front, so I think red can definitely see that. As you would expect, lovely stop shot from Reg. Sends blue away to the far corner. Yellow stays in position. Blue wanders down. Pepe will no doubt put blue back into position. Possibly try and block red, but I suspect he's less worried about that. Just getting it back into position is probably the key. But hey, I'm not in the final, what do I know? Nope, he goes past, he's not blocked it, he's just gone a little bit past the hoop. And now Reg lines up for the clearance all the way down the lawn. Oh, beautiful clearance by Reg. Sends black all the way back to the boundary. Pepe trying to work out what's going on, what's going to happen, where he's going to go. He's meandering around, looking purposefully, wandering around, working out what he's going to do next. Beautiful shot from Reg. We think he's going for the hoop here. He's going from the boundary. It's a brave shot. If that's what he's doing, he is 6-4 up. Ooh, just misses to the left of hoop 11 and rolls back down to the south boundary. Reg is ever wandering around, working out, going, shall I take this hoop on? Do I knock blue away? He's going for the hoop. Reg is 6-4 down. Oh, smashes off, but at the same time catches the blue, sends the blue away. A big result there in terms of missed the hoop, but smashed his opponent away from the hoop at the same time. So got lucky, I think we will say there. Got very lucky, because had he not hit blue, that was end of that game. So still 6-4. Blue just plays back into position, deep. Reg is just waiting for Pepe to stop moving and walk all the way down to his ball at the other end. He's coming quietly into position. Yeah, nicely in front of 11. Probably hidden from black. Seagulls shouting overhead, if that's what you're hearing. It's not me squawking. Oh, just quietly. Oh, Pepe Riva sends the black down and knocks the red out from in front of the hoop, puts it in front of yellow, now blocking yellow on blue. I don't know if he meant that, but that was a heck of a shot. Reg decides, right, clear the black from in front, put him away. Make it Pepe's choice. He's got a choice now. He can go for the hoop. I think he's going to go for the hoop. Having gone for the hoop from the boundary, I don't see how he can't go for the hoop from here. He's 6-4 up, game one. He went for the hoop from the boundary a few minutes ago. He's now halfway between the boundary and the hoop. Hard to see how he can't make the same decision.
And his black is far.
And his black is far away, as Bonnie just said, just cleared away by Reg. Yep, he's going for the hoop. Nope, bounces off the hoop. It's gone past. I would say that leaves Reg pretty much in control of this. However, blue does not go over halfway. So he's in a pretty good position for hoop 12, assuming Reg runs this, which you'd be betting your house on this one. The breeze picking up here, causing a little bit of chaos. We had a little chaos earlier with the umbrellas flying over. Breeze picking up a little bit. We're due to have the... So apologies if the wind's whistling around the mic as the wind picks up. We're due to have our gala dinner here a little later on outside, just behind us. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a minute. Reg goes through, just gets through, a little frustrated, but he's made it through. So that makes the score 6 to Pepe, 5 to Reg in the first game. My good friend Basilio is telling me that I'm doing a good job. Love to hear from those of you.
Very good job. Guys, careful from Dulwich.
Thank you, Basilio. We had a few comments on the live stream. Please let us know if you think there's anything that should change. Not promising that we can change it here, but I'm sure as we try and live stream more things, certainly with the World Championships coming up, the World Championships coming up in end of July, beginning of August, in the south of England. We will be live streaming. There will be games live streamed from there. So any lessons from here that people think and want to talk about, please let us know what you think, and we will try and implement them. And if we can make a change today, we will. We will try and change the scoreboard around so people can see it. Okay, back to the game. Reg has just gone to try and hit his red, found that his the backstroke was impeded. It's yellow to play. Looks like he's going to try and punt red down the lawn a little bit, give it a promote. Apologies for the purists out there if I don't give all the proper technical terms, but never be my strong point. So, yellow punts red down the lawn. He's now got a bit of an angle down. We'll see how that goes. Don't think it went quite as straight. Don't think it went quite as straight as he wanted. Thank you, Peter Hayden. Getting some good commentary coming through on WhatsApp from you on what you think. We will try and make sure they're passed on to the relevant parties as and when. Apparently we're getting logos in the way. Okay. So Pepe has now got both balls in front of hoop 12. Reg has his red to the side, trying to work out what he's going to do. Guessing he is going to clear the black away. Nicely executed. Black off to the side boundary. Red just up near the halfway line at an angle. Yellow, still the far side of the peg. It's hard to see from here what angle he's got and what shot he's got on. I would say he may or may not be able to see blue. Black comes back beautifully. Probably has just taken out. Yep, Reg is applauding that. I think black has just taken out the hoop shot. Nicely recognised by Reg there. Yellow comes down, clears blue from away in front, sends him down to the far boundary. Pepe pushes blue back up. Nicely back up in front of 12. Reg once again with a clearance. Got a clear black from in front of the hoop. Yep. I didn't see what happened there, folks. Apologies for that. Missed that one. Anyway, we now have Pepe has 2 balls back in front of hoop 12. Sorry, I was moving around there, sending the commentary across to somebody else. But I'm going to hold that I'm going to keep hold of this for the second. Reg now puts yellow in front. Don't think he's blocked blue. I think blue still has a shot on the hoop. Nelson, what do you think? I have Nelson Morrow with me with a large gin and tonic, as is totally appropriate here in Spain. What do you think, Nelson? Has blue got a shot? It's hard to tell from this angle, but I think he's got a shot at the hoop.
Yep, to win the game.
You will probably all know before I do, as you hear the noise if this goes through. No. Pepe walks away. Don't know if someone moved or something happened, or he just changed his mind. But no, he's coming back. He's back in. And Pepe goes through. You can hear the roar. First game, Pepe Riva. Okay, game on, folks. Game on. That was great fun. A lot of fun. Okay, I'm being told. I'm passing it back to Rick. Okay, I'm passing this back to Rick, and we're going to head to the bar. Hold on one second.
We're going to do a couple of interviews here. We're going to do a couple of interviews. We're going to interview Stephen Mulliner from the World Croquet, Secretary General of the World Croquet Federation, Amir Ramses, President of the World Croquet Federation, and Dr. José Álvarez Sala, President of the Spanish Croquet Federation. Vamos a hacer unas entrevistas a continuación de personajes importantes del croquet internacional que están con nosotros aquí en Vista Hermosa, entre ellos Stephen Mulliner, presidente. Vale.
¿Quién lo ha pedido? Los jugadores que están marcando el campo. Salimos. Romero, y jugar a tu piche. La quedaría. Digo, Paco, que se va a la casa grande y tampoco estamos en medio campo. Estamos ahí.
Bueno, ¿qué tal, señores? Me imagino que habréis disfrutado muchísimo con este magnífico juego. En el primer partido, como veis y habéis podido comprobar, han quedado 7-5 a favor de nuestro jugador español Pepe Riva. Con lo cual, pues bueno, ya España está demostrando un poco de nuevo que está el nivel que está adquiriendo el croquet español, después de haberle ganado también un partido al número 1 del mundo, Reg Bamford. Tengo el placer de estar aquí con nuestro compañero, con mis compañeros aquí de retransmisión, Guy Scarfield, como os comentaba anteriormente, el presidente del Dulwich Club en Inglaterra, en Londres. Mi querido amigo, mi pinche güey, Rick Zazueta. Eso no tiene traducción, Rick, o sea que no lo pongas. Y por supuesto estoy aquí con las 4 personas que han hecho posible que podamos disfrutar aquí en las instalaciones de Vista Hermosa y en este momento y estos 3 días de este magnífico acontecimiento del croquet, diría que mundial. no solamente español, sino mundial. Los presento, sí, no por orden de importancia, porque creo que para mí son, por lo menos yo que soy aquí local, soy jugador local y soy socio de aquí de este club, por orden de llegada, por decirlo, por orden de proximidad. Estoy con don José Manuel Domecq Borges, presidente del Real Club de Golf Vista Hermosa. Estoy aquí a su lado, a su izquierda, está don Stephen Mulliner, presidente de la Federación Europea de Croquet y secretario de la World Croquet Federation. A su lado, don Amir Ramsís, presidente de la World Croquet Federation, de la Federación Mundial de Croquet, y por supuesto mi querido amigo y mentor del croquet, que me hizo también, junto con sus hijos, apasionarme por este magnífico juego, deporte, que es don José Luis Álvarez Sala Walter, el presidente, mi querido presidente de la Federación Española de Croquet, que bueno, que ya ahora él lo dirá, pero que este año cumple la Federación, es su 25º aniversario, el 25 años aquí en España de la introducción a este deporte. Y bueno, en primer lugar yo le quería hacer primero agradecerle como socio de este club a nuestro presidente, a don José Manuel Domecq Borges, agradecerle todas las facilidades que hace para que este deporte siga con este crecimiento aquí, no solamente localmente, sino también a nivel español, con estos 3 campos magníficos, en estas instalaciones preciosas que creo que todo, y además, y sobre todo lo que sí creo que es que, vamos, y ahí me incluyo, ¿no? Perdonadme un poco la vanidad, pero sí me incluye un poco la hospitalidad que le damos a todas las personas que vengan de fuera, que espero que sean ellos los que lo digan ahora, no lo diga yo. José Manuel, muchísimas gracias. ¿Y cómo has estado viendo, cómo estás viviendo tú también? Porque bueno, ahí como estamos viendo, yo creo que ha sido la vez que estás viendo hay mucha afluencia de público, más retransmitido en directo, presentación en los medios, un elenco de jugadores tremendos y magníficos que han venido aquí. ¿Cómo te sientes como anfitrión de este magnífico Open, José Manuel?
Gracias, Rafael. Pues me siento estupendamente porque ha sido todo un éxito. Llevamos muchos años con este deporte, vemos el incremento que tiene, el interés que tiene en los socios y hemos apostado por él. Y le quiero dar las gracias a todos, al presidente de la Federación Española, al presidente de la Federación Europea, el presidente de la Federación Mundial, por haber apostado por nosotros y habernos ayudado a traer este elenco de jugadores, que es una maravilla tenerlos en España. No quiero alargarme. Muchísimas gracias a todos los que hacen posible que este deporte siga para adelante. Gracias, Rafael.
Gracias siempre a ti, José Manuel, porque gracias a ti podemos seguir disfrutando de este deporte también aquí. Ahora, perdón que me vaya a cruzar, aunque mi compañera cámara me vaya a reñir, pero me vengo a ver a mi querido amigo José Luis Álvarez Sala. No te voy a llamar José Luis, yo te llamo Presi, como siempre te llamo. Presi, para ti, después de 25 años, que en los inicios de esto, que yo sepa que estaba nuestro querido amigo, que en paz descanse, Fernando, don Sorena, tú era ahí, como decimos aquí en el sur de España, éramos 4 gatos, ¿no? Disculparme la expresión. Y después de ver esto, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes y qué crees que estamos consiguiendo?
Pues muchas gracias, Rafa. Yo la verdad es que estoy entusiasmado, siento pues una emoción grande por cómo ha crecido este deporte en España en los últimos 4 o 5 años, desde los poquísimos que lo iniciamos, aunque el creo que tiene una historia antigua, pero como tal federación en el año 94, 25 años se cumplen ahora. Lo que ha crecido en estos últimos 5 o 6 años ha sido muchísimo, no solamente en el número de jugadores, sino en la calidad de esos jugadores, en el elevado nivel de los campeonatos que se organizan en España y asimismo en cuál es el protagonismo que tienen los jugadores españoles cuando van fuera a competir, sobre todo al mundo anglosajón, que es donde está más desarrollado. Por tanto, yo creo que ofrece un futuro pues muy notable este deporte, y supongo que mucha gente cuando se interese por él podrá encontrar en su entorno algún campo donde jugar, porque ya hay muchos sitios en España donde se puede jugar. Pero yo quiero insistir en una cosa sobre todo, ¿no? Y es en la hospitalidad de Vistahermosa, la hospitalidad para acoger tantos campeonatos que llevamos realizados en este club, como en otros de otras ciudades españolas, pero aquí muy especialmente. Se vive mucho, las instalaciones son fantásticas, y una vez más tengo que agradecer todo lo que ha puesto a nuestra disposición para que este Open, como yo modestamente creo, haya sido un éxito. La organización, la dedicación de las personas que están aquí a esto. Y naturalmente agradecer a los jugadores que han venido de lejos, que algunos pues desde Australia nada menos. También muy de agradecer a las personalidades que nos acompañan, presidente de la Federación Mundial, que está aquí a mi derecha, presidente de la Federación Europea. Muchas gracias a los dos, como asimismo a todos los jugadores extranjeros que han venido aquí. Muchas gracias a todos ellos, y muchas gracias una vez más a Vistahermosa. A su disposición, si quieren preguntar alguna cosa en nuestra web, tendrán mucha información para lo que pudieran necesitar. Gracias, Rafa.
Bueno, sin más dilación, una pregunta más rapidita. Vamos a irnos un poquito para acá. Si nos importa, venirnos aquí porque quieren empezar ya el partido. Simplemente una preguntita. No, vámonos aquí, si nos importa. Veniros, perdonad, pero estos son... Perdonadme. Gracias, compañero. Perdonadme, pero bueno, estas son las cosas del... traduce tú aquí, querido. Estas son las cosas del directo. Yo simplemente una pregunta, ya después le paso, una pregunta que os hago los dos, ya después le pasaré el micrófono a mi compañero Guy o a mi compañero Rick, que seguro que Guy os querrá hacer alguna pregunta más. Pero... ya un poco por curiosidad, qué sensación y cómo veis después de 25 años, o sea, lleváis tú poco más, Stephen, creo que porque tú eres muy joven, llevarás 26 o 27 años jugando al croquet, nada más, porque tendrás 28 años, no creo que tengas más, ¿eh? Y cómo veis la evolución del croquet en España, y cómo sentís con nosotros. Porque para nosotros, si os lo digo, lo ha dicho el presidente y os lo digo de ahora, para nosotros los jugadores españoles es un placer que vengáis, y nos sentimos, cuando vamos también fuera, nos sentimos identificados con ustedes, y estamos estupendamente. ¿Cómo sentís y cómo veis la evolución del croquet aquí? Stephen.
Well, the first thing to say is what a wonderful time we've had. The hospitality is second to none. The standard of croquet here has been growing steadily over the last few years. And since I first became aware of Spanish croquet, I've been extraordinarily impressed by the dedication of the Spanish Association and its board, and especially its president, José Riva, and the way in which clubs like Vista Hermosa have joined in, and the support that their board members and their president have been giving makes all this possible. And I think the future is very bright, and I look forward very much to coming back to Spain on many occasions. The weather's normally better than at home.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Amir?
Well, we are very happy to be here, and for the first time Egyptian player also play in this wonderful side and wonderful competition. We want to thank the club Royal Hermosa for his hospitality, also Dr. Salah for his taking care of us during our journey here. We want to thank also the public, which we see it now, which we never have seen before in Spain. Good luck to Spain, and I am sure that in the next few years they will compete on the World Championship better and better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Amir. Guy, do you want any question? No. Bueno, pues simplemente ya no queremos hacer más preguntas, no nos aburrimos más y vamos a seguir disfrutando con el magnífico juego que nos están ofreciendo en esta magnífica final. Como ya sabéis, el primer juego lo ha ganado Pepe Riva, con lo cual, como sabéis, es al mejor de 3 juegos del mejor de 13 aros, es decir, cada el primero que llega a 7 aros. Repito, las gracias a Stephen, a Amir, a mi presi y a mi otro presi, porque también es mi presi del club, y por supuesto al presi del Dalwich Club, el cual ha sido un placer, y tengo además aprovecho la oportunidad para decir que estuve hace 2 meses aproximadamente y fui muy bien tratado, Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Le paso el micrófono a mi querido pinche güey.
Muchas gracias, Rafa. Seguimos con el juego. Empezamos con el juego 2. Pepe Riva ha anotado el primer aro, se pone 1-0 y Reg Bamford está posicionado para anotar el aro 2 y con esto empata. No debe fallar un tiro como este, Reg. Adentro y se va a la banda. Una excelente posición para donde salir al aro 3. Sigue Pepe con la azul. 1-1 del juego 2. Pepe se posiciona en el aro 2. Muy bien. Listo para pasar el aro sin ningún problema y dominar. Vemos con roja. Reg toma posición. Queda un poco corta de lo que él hubiera querido. De ahí no tiene tiro aro. Posiblemente se pudiera encajonar. Pepe hace un bloqueo desde ahí mismo para quedarse con el tiro aro de azul. Es una jugada un poco riesgosa. Exacto, eso no le salió a Pepe porque hay una regla ahí que si están tocando las bolas, la amarilla puede tener el tiro libre. Es algo ahí que no le salió como hubiera querido, pero bueno. Pero falla amarilla, entonces azul tiene tiro aro. Pepe hace su ritual, camina hacia la bola en dirección a aro. Y en este aro, en los aros nones, quieres atravesar aro y que la bola llegue casi hacia el siguiente aro. Y es lo que voy a intentar. Pasa, se lleva el punto, pero la posibilidad de que se le complique en el siguiente aro es muy grande. Le paso el micrófono a Guy, que seguirá con la transmisión en inglés.
Thanks, Rick. That's very kind. Okay, so the score is 2-1 to Pepe in Game 2 of the second Spanish Open final. Pepe has just gone through the hoop. Looks like he's probably still got a chance. He can still knock blue down from 3-4. Reg taking red down. You guys didn't see, and I don't know if Rick saw either. Did you give a recap of the first hoop, the peel? Okay, so on the first hoop, while we were having the Rafa show, Pepe went for a clearance on Reg and peeled his own ball through, came off it and in off straight through, so which he instantly apologised to Reg for, not surprisingly. Pepe comes from the far boundary down to hoop 4. Leaves black, yeah, nicely about 6 feet short. Reg's red has gone about a yard to the almost right-hand side of hoop 4. And now he brings in yellow. A little short. I don't think he's played on this lawn before. It is a little uphill from here. The way he's playing this lawn from 3-4 is definitely uphill. And takes a little getting used to. Pepe from the jaws of 3 heads up the lawn and past hoop 4. Okay, so Reg now with his red that went a little long, coming back to clear black from in front of hoop 4. Beautifully done. Red stops. Black heads all the way back down the lawn to very near hoop 3 on the boundary. Pepe now faced with a long clearance or shot at the hoop with red and yellow, both 6-7 yards, maybe 6-7 yards in front of the hoop. Black knocks yellow away, takes it away the hoop shot, I think, and the black is on the far boundary. I have with me, just 1 second before he goes, Emilio, who is running. Nope, he's running off. He's got a lot of organising to do. He has done an incredible job. He's being very modest. He's done an amazing job of organising this event. I know there have been many other people involved, but he is the main man here. We will catch him later on camera and on record. But right now he's running around. We have the gala dinner later, which is expected to be a spectacular affair. Pepe just knocks blue just in front of hoop 4. Can't see from here if Reg's got a shot. He's got yellow just in front. Not sure what he'll do with this. Reg chooses to clear blue from out in front of the hoop, knocks it to the back boundary, so he's got his yellow in front, red halfway and black now, so Pepe is coming from the boundary, he can see yellow in front, he needs to clear it. Oh, standing behind Pepe, he's just sent black all the way down the lawn, just missing, taking the paint off yellow, I would say. Okay, gives Reg what you've got to assume would be a relatively easy chance to get back to 2-all. And he does it, 2-all. We're wandering back to our commentary spot up at the top, where we can see everything that's going on. Black. Blue plays to just a little to the left, about a foot, 45-degree angle, I would say, in front of hoop 5. Red rolls in, yep, bang in front, nice shot. Now black coming from the very far end. It's uphill, is it going to make it? He's been caught out by the slide uphill on this lawn. It does take a little bit of getting used to, as I think Rick will attest to. Certainly,
yes. I had the privilege of playing my first game of this tournament against Bamford on this court, and I probably think this is the toughest court out of the 3. I'm a big fan of court 3, and I know that's locally not the most popular one, but this court has a downhill slope going into the hoop 2 and 4, and an uphill slope coming into hoop 1 and 2. I pass the microphone to local croquet champion Basilio Iglesias.
Yeah, good final right now. Here is Luis Gortázar, is vice-president of the Spanish Federation, and also he's in the manager committee. And Luis Gortázar.
Buenas tardes, soy Luis Gortázar, jugador de croquet antes que nada y gran aficionado al croquet. Esto es la bomba. España ha conseguido traer al campeón del mundo, a Reg Bamford, probablemente el mejor jugador de croquet de todos los tiempos. En croquet, como seguramente se ha comentado aquí, hay dos modalidades: AC o Association Croquet y GCO o Golf Croquet. Bien, pues Reg Bamford es campeón del mundo. Actualmente es campeón del mundo. Los campeonatos del mundo de GC se juegan cada 2 años. Es el vigente 2017. Ahora en Inglaterra se va a jugar el del 2019. Por supuesto, él va a participar. También fue campeón en el 2 años antes. Y de hace la otra modalidad de croquet, tiene 4 títulos mundiales. Entonces ya solo su presencia pues es un aval para todo el mundo que pueda entender del croquet, es un aval sensacional del nivel de este torneo. Es sudafricano, aunque vive en Londres desde hace muchos años, y siempre ha querido conservar de cara al croquet su nacionalidad originaria de la República Sudafricana. Como seguro que también se ha comentado, está jugando contra José Riva Gómez Jordana, uno de los mejores jugadores, probablemente el mejor jugador que hay en España, tanto de AC como probablemente de Gences en su conjunto, quizás el mejor jugador que hay en España, que está pues a nivel mundial. Tanto campeón, ha sido 2 veces campeón de Europa, varias veces 6 o 7 veces campeón de España, y el partido pues es de gran emoción. No hay muchas posibilidades de ver un partido, una serie de partidos, unas eliminatorias con jugadores que están en lo más alto de la cima del ranking mundial. Y por lo tanto, pues en este entorno, además del Real Club de Golf de Vista Hermosa, pues es todo un privilegio. Ayer vimos esta mañana una semifinal durísima, donde la igualdad fue máxima entre Bamford y Khaled Younis. Khaled Younis es la otra gran leyenda posiblemente del golf croquet en el mundo, 3 veces campeón del mundo. Lleva tiempo sin competir y probablemente no vuelva a competir, probablemente este sea su último torneo, y la igualdad es máxima, se juega, digamos, al mejor de 3. Primero empataron muy ajustadamente y en el último y definitivo Reg Bamford consiguió ganar a Khaled Younis por el tanteo de 7-6. Por lo tanto, pues el torneo es de una calidad bárbara. Está también aquí el presidente de la Federación Mundial, Amir Ramsis, y el anterior campeón del mundo de golf croquet, Ahmed El Mahdi, que han sido eliminados. Y esto da una idea del top. No es normal en un país, sobre todo como España, lo que estamos consiguiendo, un silencio absoluto con una multitud de varios cientos de personas, lo que da una idea del entendimiento por parte del público, tanto de los que conocen el deporte como de los que lo ven por primera vez, de la tensión y de la necesidad de máxima concentración para coordinar el golpeo. El croquet tiene su estrategia, una vez que esta se conoce se puede perfeccionar, pero digamos que lo básico, prácticamente lo único realmente relevante es el golpeo, el momento en el que el jugador golpea la bola, previamente se sitúa en su stance. Normalmente primero hay un acecho, un acercamiento a la bola. Los ingleses hablan de las 3 S's: to stalk, el stance, que es colocarse adecuadamente, y el swing. Hay muchos tipos de swing, tantos como jugadores probablemente. El partido está muy igualado. 4-3 para el sudafricano. Y le devuelvo el micrófono a Reg Zazueta, gran aficionado mexicano, está en ciernes la creación de una federación mexicana de croquet. Desde la Federación Mundial, en el comité de dirección de la Federación Mundial, estamos muy empeñados en el desarrollo del croquet. La Federación Mundial tiene dos fines. Uno es la organización de los campeonatos del mundo, que se hacen en distintas modalidades, por la clasificación individual, dobles, por equipos, femenino y de mayores de 50 años. Realmente el absoluto es el dominante, el más importante. Y la otra gran función de la Federación Mundial es el desarrollo del croquet en el mundo entero. Entonces México, país hermanísimo de España, está en un proceso de gestación de la Federación Mexicana de Croquet y cuenta con todo nuestro apoyo, tanto de la Federación Española como de la Federación Mundial. Cedo el micrófono a Rick Zazueta, nuestro amigo, jugador y promotor del croquet en México.
Muchas gracias, Luis. Me dejas el partido en un punto muy, muy emocionante, donde Pepe Riva empata a Reg Bamford 4-4 en el aro 8, que el aro 8 es mi aro favorito del campo, es un aro que define, y aquí empieza la última vueltecita. Entonces vamos, Reg Bamford se acerca con rojo hacia el aro 9, queda en una muy buena posición estratégica, un poquito hacia el este del aro, que es donde debes de estar para retener el control en los aros de esquina, porque las esquinas son las que mandan en los aros de esquina, porque de ahí puedes barrer hacia todo el campo. Entonces, a pesar de que no tiene tiro a aro, está en una posición de control. Pepe Riva falla con la negra, se posiciona en la banda este. Reg Bamford viene hacia el aro nuevo, hacia el apenitas libra la estaca, está a punto de pegarle al palo del centro, se acomoda muy bien. Escuchamos los aplausos de un público conocedor. Pepe Riva se alinea con su forma metódica, concentración, excelente golpe y excelente contacto. Bien, bien, muy bien, Pepe. Obviamente el favorito local, el federado del Club Puerta de Hierro de Madrid, pero muy querido aquí en el sur de España y muy querido en Vista Hermosa. Hay una discusión de las reglas nuevas. La regla es de que puede pegar una bola y luego pegar otra sin te ponerla igual. I think there's a I have Guy here with me. I think there's a discussion, but I believe the rule is...
I'm not sure of the rules because I know they've just changed, but it's about whether it looks presumably whether black is off, red is off. Reg is, I don't know what, it's too far away to hear what Reg is saying at the moment, but they're discussing it with Stephen Molyneux, which is a little unusual because there are actually the referees on the other side of the lawn.
The referees, if Stephen's handling it, I think the referees are saying, well, let's just let Stephen handle it. If anybody can do it, Stephen can do it. But
let Stephen diffuse this one and see how it goes. Reg is definitely saying what he thinks. Reg here is definitely saying what he thinks. Pepe is having a look. It was quite nice earlier. Reg came in, and it was in an earlier match. He came in and was discussing something, and Begonia, one of our referees here, went, Reg, this is how it is, and he went away very quickly. It was very good. No arguments with the referees. We're not footballers here.
Yeah, but nobody wants to hear Reg roar. No, wait. It's just even those simple words from Reg can intimidate even very, very qualified. But he's just tapped it slightly. So I think that was the what they were talking about. How can I do a reverse stymie and without committing a fault or allowing you to not move my ball, which is what happened to Pepe going into hoop 2.
Now the question is, so Reg has just put his ball on. Now the question is where black can be placed. I know the rules have changed slightly, and we're now trying to work out where Pepe can put his ball, which is in play.
Una disculpa, hemos tenido que cambiar de baterías en el micrófono, pero estamos listos en vivo. Acabamos de ver una situación muy interesante. Reg Bamford se ha remontado 5-4 en el juego 2. Una situación muy interesante pasó en el aro 9, justo cuando los dos habían salido en el mismo punto de la banda, y Reg hizo un bloqueo al revés con su bola roja hacia la bola negra, y la bola negra entra tocando la bola roja. Esos son los momentos donde el croquet está en la minucia, en lo pequeño, y hubo mucho cuidado. Reg domina, mete el aro 9 y ahora se pelean el aro 10. Reg acaba de barrer la azul cerca del área de penalti del lado este del campo. Pepe Riva intenta barrer roja y hay un posible volaro. Aunque no lo esté intentando, está la posibilidad del volaro. Falla la roja. Le deja el aro abierto para que anote roja. Una de las grandes cosas que hacen jugadores de este nivel es que dominan el tiempo al jugar al croquet. Ellos controlan el tiempo, controlan sus emociones. Y no le ha gustado Reg a fallar. A nadie nos gusta fallar. Pero el juego sigue. Una gran oportunidad para Pepe capitalizar este aro. Se posiciona buscando la protección del aro, pero vamos a ver si la logra. Sí, wired. No logra no logras protegerse por el aro, se posiciona enfrente esperando que su azul pueda bloquear eventualmente a roja. Amarilla. Amarilla se posiciona para el aro. Azul. Do you think blue is going to attack red or go for a block? Blue va a atacar la roja. Es un muy buen golpe porque le pegó con ángulo y lo sacó del... Ya no es tanto peligro para negra, pero le deja un tiro a aro a Reg y la posibilidad de un volaro. Veremos qué pasa, veremos cómo capitaliza Reg Bamford de esta situación. Excelente, excelente tiro. Limpia negra, no se saca el volaro, pero estuvo muy cerca, muy cerca. Se viven momentos de tensión en el sur de España, aquí todos con un público cada vez más conocedor, con hambre de ver buen croquet y dos deportistas de nivel élite que están dando todo en el campo. Pepe Riva necesita barrera amarilla y no lo hace. La segunda oportunidad para Reg para anotar el aro 10 y a un jugador al nivel de Reg Bamford uno no puede darle dos oportunidades, así es que seguro de esta capitaliza. Y aquí el secreto, que creo que es lo que va a intentar Reg, va a intentar de pasar el aro a penitas para luego poder mover con su roja la amarilla. Y justo eso hace. No lo pasa con fuerza, lo pasa apenas y está posicionado con su roja para no importar donde se ponga azul, él con su roja promueve la amarilla al 11. I'm just saying now, Guy, that Reg intentionally passed yellow that way so he can promote his yellow with red on the hoop 11.
Yep, that looks exactly right. And Reg is now 6-4 up. In game 2, he is one game down. Pepe Riva won the first game. So Reg needs this. He's got a really nice promote lined up. Pepe has put his blue in front of hoop 11. Little across. He did not promote. He just decided that red was better off to get red in front. And I guess he's then going to go for the clearance with yellow. Rick, should we wander back up to our top commentary? We've been...
They caught us here because I think he was losing signal.
Oh, do you want to go and check? Okay. We're just making sure that everyone can hear us. Just before we wander back up, there's a good commentary position at the top, which we'd like to be in. Oh, here. Oh, we'll stay here. We'll stay here, that's fine. Okay. Black's come into position. Yellow's, Reg is going for the clearance. And he nails the clearance. Blue is across, and Pepe knew it was going to be there and almost to the penalty spot on the far side. So reminding you of the score, Reg is 6-4 up. Red and yellow are 6-4 up in game 2, but he is one game down. Okay, Pepe coming back. He needs the clearance on red in front of the hoop. Oh, just misses past. This could be the end of game 2. But we have seen Reg miss these. They have been missable. Here we go, lining up. Red from pretty much bang in front of hoop 11. It's through. Game 2, Reg Bamford. One game all. Game 3, which is the way it's been all week. The two semi-finals went to 3 games. Both semi-finals went to hoop 13 on game 3. Here we are, one game all. The sun is setting in this beautiful, beautiful place. Hopefully you guys can see it all from what's going on here. We must actually, Rick, we must try and get the scoreboard moved. People cannot see it in the sun. They can't read the scoreboard when it comes up on the thing. I know we're saying it a lot. Do you think there's anyone we can get to move it? So we're going to have another little break now. I'm not sure if Rafa is going to come back and take over and talk about things again. But I've been told we're not allowed to move too far from here because they're saying that the signal drops out. So if you've not been able to hear us earlier, then my apologies for that. So we're sticking close to where we are for the moment. Well, I will take this opportunity as I don't have anyone else around with us at the moment. I'm going to meander down and speak to a couple of the other players that have taken part. Matt? I've got Matt Griffiths with me now. So you're not live on. You're just live on the sound, Matt. You're not live on TV or anything. How's this week been for you, Matt Griffiths from the USA?
This has been a great week in Spain. It's been an awesome tournament, and it's a beautiful spot to play.
I would agree with you there, Matt. It has been a fabulous week. The players don't look like they're going away too far. Looks like they're sticking pretty close this time, so I don't think we're having the full half-time interviews from everybody here. Oh, I'm being told I have to sit tight while Felipe takes a picture of me. That's okay. And Matt, here we go. We're chatting away. This is like we've been doing this for years. And get my wine as well. I think it's important that you get my wine in the picture. That's very important. If a picture of me without a glass of wine goes out, Dullard, you'll be mocking me forever. Okay, I'm now going to try and get a quick chat with Sandy, who is looking exceptionally glamorous today. She arrived this morning looking exceptionally glamorous, putting the rest of us to shame. I'm going to try and do my best to catch up as we can to get to this gala dinner later on this evening. Sandy, how's it been for you this week?
It's been fabulous, Guy, and it was lovely to play with you, even though you beat me handily.
I'm sorry. I didn't beat very many people, so I'm very sorry. But you've enjoyed
I'm
your
honored
time
to be here, and it's been wonderful, and it's particularly enjoyable to be the only woman, as if I wasn't here, what would have happened? There would have been none. So
I'm not even going to get involved in those politics. That's a dangerous place to go. Right, game 3 has just kicked off, and Pepe has put a ball in front of has put a ball fairly nicely in front of ball in of hoop 1. I'm just going to try and grab a chat with Margot. Margot? Okay, we're live streaming now. I've just got Margot with me, who's come up from the Portuguese club to see us and see all the finals today. How are you enjoying yourself, Margot?
Fantastic. I never seen so good playing as today. It's really great. We learned so much from it, and it's very nice to meet all the big people.
Big guns, all the big guns. Margot's being very modest here. She played in the over 50s in Cairo last year and did very, very well. So she's getting a reputation getting out there. It's very good. Thank you, Margot. Appreciate your time. Okay, so we now have Pepe. All 3 balls are nicely in front. Reg coming in with the 4th ball. Looks like he's going for a clearance. Yellow goes across. Oh, just misses the blue and the black. Sorry, folks, you've been stuck with me for the moment. Like I say, we're not allowed to move. They've asked us to stay closer to the box. As you can hear from the noise there, Pepe has put blue through beautifully through hoop 1 and is about 3/4 of the way down the lawn to hoop 2 with blue. If you're hearing noises in the background, that's the golf course. We've got the golfers still teeing off around us. I'm going to ask Stephen Mulliner to say a few words and commentary. He will get a different insight from Stephen than he will from me, I'm sure. Stephen Mulliner.
Well, what a wonderful culmination to this event. 1-1 in the final, and the local favourite, José, or better known as Pepe Riva, has just taken the first hoop. And Reg has played red. His first ball just a fraction too far. So he has no shot at the hoop. Black has been played to about 2 metres short of red. And blue, which ran the hoop quite well, is now within 8 metres of red. And if blue can see red, his choices are either to clear red to the north boundary, hoping Reg will miss the return roquet on black, or even run the hoop. He went for the hoop, and he got it. 2-0 to José. It's just possible that red doesn't have the most direct path over to hoop 3 because it's right to the west of hoop 2. I think he's having to aim quite a bit to the north to get away from the hoop. He plays a very good length shot of, say, 4 metres, 3.5 metres south of 3. In comes black to the classic position, vertically behind red, so that red can't do anything useful to it, except for cuddling up to it. But in comes yellow. Now it may be that yellow, which has finished about 2 feet south of red, is actually blocking it. But it looks as though José thinks he's got to clear red. Just missing on the right. No, from the way he's talking, he's got a clear shot at the hoop from just over 3.5 yards, 3 metres. And runs smoothly and firmly all the way up to the south boundary. But this, of course, gives José the opportunity to try and place black in a position wired from red. And that ball bounced a bit, so it's come up quite a bit short. He must have at least 5 yards of a hoop shot, assuming that red doesn't block him or clear him. Yellow's played very nicely up to approximately 1 yard to the north and slightly to the west of 4 in good running position. In comes blue to approximately 3 yards north of 4. Now Reg surveys his options.
I go back to some Spanish commentary as well.
Sure.
Manuel is going to introduce Manuel.
And we're going to keep the languages moving because we're about to have some words from Manuel Alvarez Sala, who was one of the quarterfinalists. So do you want to pass over?
Tenemos aquí a Manu Álvarez Sala, parte de la dinastía Álvarez Sala del croquet aquí en España, de una familia de croquetistas de mucho nivel, ¿no? Hijos del doctor José Y estamos aquí, Manu, que ha quedado sexto en este torneo, después de perder un gran juego en el Shield contra su hermano Andrés, que ha jugado también de maravilla. De los grandes juegos que jugaste, está una victoria contra Sherif Abdelwahab de Estados Unidos. ¿Y cuál es el juego que más te ha marcado este torneo?
Pues bueno, el que más he disfrutado sin ninguna duda fue el cruce que jugué con Bamford. Jugar con el número 1 del mundo es algo que no se puede explicar. Cuando llevas tantos años jugando al croquet, tener la opción de jugar con él en un cruce, en pista hermosa, con toda la gente, es algo sensacional. Entonces es un partido que he aprendido mucho, he disfrutado mucho, y junto con él pues ha habido partidos como con Lionel Tibble o con Pepe Riva en el grupo, que han sido partidos que me han gustado mucho, he aprendido mucho y lo he disfrutado como todo el campeonato, que lo he disfrutado muchísimo.
Y Reg Bamford te elimina a ti en cuartos de final, ¿correcto? ¿Y cuál fue el resultado de ese juego?
Pues fue 7-5, 7-4. La verdad que cuando estás jugando con una persona así, que es campeón del mundo, tienes muy poquitas opciones tienes que hacerlo todo muy bien. Tienes que jugar prácticamente perfecto en tu mejor nivel y aun con eso es muy complicado ganar. Claramente yo diría que verle jugar es de las mejores cosas que he visto en croquet, y desde luego aconsejo a todo el mundo que si tiene algún campeonato cerca para ir a verle, que vaya, porque es un auténtico espectáculo verle jugar.
¿Cómo ves la metodología de estos dos señores, tanto de Reg Bamford y de Pepe Riva? Vemos a dos jugadores que son como ingenieros, ¿no? En el croquet, como en algunos otros deportes, hay ingenieros y artistas, ¿no? Gente que es muy analítica y gente que es muy creativa, ¿no? Aquí tenemos dos gentes que son muy metódicos en sus acercamientos, en cuando barren, cuando tiran. Y ¿cómo ves este enfrentamiento de estos dos gigantes del deporte?
Bueno, efectivamente son dos gigantes, son dos jugadores espectaculares dentro del top. Pepe creo que está en el top 30 del mundo, y Reg Bamford, que es el número 1. Son muy metódicos, tienen una rutina de entrenamiento y de juego que es siempre la misma, con lo cual automatizan el movimiento, son prácticamente como robots, y eso hace que tengan el nivel que tienen, que es una maravilla verles jugar.
Se acaba de montar Pepe 3-2 y se posicionó excelente entrando al aro 6. Se posicionó por el aro 5 y 6, deben jugarse como una unidad, y Pepe va haciendo todo para hacer eso. Paso con Steven Mulinar.
We've just had quite a dramatic sequence of shots, with Reg failing to clear Pepe from in front of 4, but Pepe in turn only nicking Reg's yellow ball into perfect running position at 4, so that was an easy 2 hoops all. But then after the usual 3 balls into hoop 5, Reg somewhat surprisingly missed his 7.5 yard clearance, and Pepe gratefully ran 5 down to 3 yards to the south of 6, and so is now looking like having a good chance of a 4-2 lead, unless Reg can pull off a clearance from the west boundary with yellow on blue. Pepe's black was a bit over generous in pace, and it's gone, 2 feet to the west of 6 and a fraction south, but he can't run and he can't jaws, so if Reg gets this on the nose, it's back to a much more even situation, but we could be on the brink of Pepe beginning to develop a crucial lead. No, and that's a second miss from Reg in succession. Pretty unlike him. And I don't think, although Red is closer to the hoop and pretty well in line as well, Pepe will be dissuaded. He's going to take the hoop, and if he succeeds, he'll be 4-2 up. Lovely hoop stroke, very smooth. Nice slow backswing and an unhurried follow through. 4-2. Reg goes for close position with the ball moving down the gentle slope to be 2 yards to the north and very slightly east of 7. And Jose decides he's not going to waste his opportunities. He's going to go straight to clear red, knowing that yellow is on the east boundary and so will have much more difficulty in getting good position when its turn comes. And he does so. He hits the correct side. That means the right-hand side in this case. So he goes off the north boundary in long running position for the hoop, whereas red is about 2 yards south of corner 2. Red sends yellow across the court, and that's a reasonable position, 3 yards, 2.5, 3 yards north of 7. Looks like blue's trying to clear yellow. That's exactly what happens, and blue disappears to the west boundary, and yellow is some 5 yards south and west of hoop 7. The tactics here depend on the fact that whoever puts a ball in first risks its being accompanied by the other player's first ball and then cleared by the second ball. So Reg takes 2-foot position in front of 7. He'll be trying hard to block black from the hoop, and I'm not sure he's succeeded. This could be Pepe trying to take a firm grip on this game and the fate of the final by a 7-yard hoop, knowing that even if he misses, he still have a shot with blue at red from 7 yards to prevent Reg scoring. And you can tell what happened. He's run the hoop by 7 yards. 5-2. This is looking potentially decisive. Now, Reg still a slight favourite for this hoop if he can get yellow into really good position. But he's going to have to get his shooting back big time if he's to haul this one back. But that's a good start. Yellow's 1 yard short of the hoop. In comes blue, hanging back a bit, about 4 yards south in the fraction to the east. He probably would have wanted it a bit further up, but he took his courage in both hands, took an excellent hoop, and it has given him a 3-hoop lead, which is extremely useful. Now, red's been played to about 4 feet behind yellow. This obviously does not stop black having a shot to clear yellow from in front of the hoop from a range of approximately 14 yards. So very much a medium distance shot, 50-50. Well, he missed yellow and obviously just flicked the eastern wire of the hoop, which gave the crowd a bit of an ooh-ah. But now Reg should be able to bring the score back to 5-3 with no trouble. But then we'll have to clear in front of 9, or risks going 6-3 down, which will be quite hard to come back from, but not impossible. Yep, makes no mistake with that. 5-3. And now we have a very important hoop approach for about 18 yards. Blue has to travel and must finish no more than 6 feet. And, oh, that's just about adequate. It's a bit short of the correct weight. Needed another 2 to 3 feet of running to be perfect, but it's certainly runnable from that position. But I'd expect Reg just to place red behind it, because there's no way that Jose easily runs down to the next hoop. But of course Reg may take the view he can't afford to let Jose score another hoop at any circumstance. Reg is taking the view that he wants to be behind Blue. He goes just about a yard, 4 feet off the boundary, then almost straight behind the hoop. Now Black's coming from almost the first corner. Might be thinking, and that's in superb position. That's a foot south of the hoop, and I'm not sure whether Red would actually have a free shot at the hoop anyway. Not that it's probably going to get the chance. But Reg now really has to clear Blue. So only 15 yards. He's on the boundary. Blue's well in court. And I think he must have been going for Black, and unfortunately he missed it just on the left. And now that really does hand an enormous opportunity to Pepe Riva. And I think he'll probably go directly for the hoop with Blue. So 2 yards, 20-degree angle. And the worst possible outcome, he actually missed on the right. He clipped his own black ball and cleared it to the east boundary, whereas Blue has gone almost to the north boundary. And so Reg, somewhat to his surprise, now finds himself with a 6-yard hoop. And Reg tries but fails, so this hoop's still very much alive for both players. Black goes back to 5 yards back from the hoop. And Jose marches down to the far end of the court. So one opportunity each, somewhat squandered. Though Reg's was much the more difficult, and he now sends in yellow just too far. That leaves Black still with a shot at the hoop, assuming Black is not cleared by Red, which is only some 9 yards from it. In comes Blue, just short of weight. Don't know whether it blocks Red at Black. If it does, that's a very good second prize. Yep, he clips Black on the right-hand cheek, so it goes to probably only a yard or so to the east of the straight behind line, so he's got another opportunity to make it 6-3. No, hits the right-hand wire and spins round it and finishes about 4 yards behind the hoop and slightly to the east. Now the advantage is that if yellow jawses, then black is in perfect position to clear it out again. And yellow has a pretty, about 45 degrees, I guess, and 2.5 feet to the southwest of 9, with blue a foot to the east and a fraction north of the hoop. Reg obviously considering whether he can actually run it, although he won't run it by much, which will give Jose the chance to be first ball at 10. So still very much advantage España at the moment. Reg is never known for hurrying with these tricky situations. He'll give it the eyeball. This now he's kneeling down. Not entirely sure what he's looking for. Well, he's sorted out the line he wants to stalk on, and I think we're going to see this given quite a bit of force, which if it isn't perfect will cause the ball to bounce back. And that is exactly what happened. These hoops are very good in terms of not accepting anything which isn't absolutely right. When it comes hard at them, they just send it back again. Having said all that, yellow is not in an appalling position, and it forces blue to do something about it. But he can do a little flick stop shot, which should leave blue, well, that sends yellow to 14 yards away, and blue is some 3.5 yards to the south of 9. So Reg, I think, is going to have another go at a hoop, this time from the boundary, but about 2 yards to the west of the straight line. And once more, just on the right, the ball hitting the upright, bouncing back, and then with the spin coming round and finishing about 4 yards, 5 yards north and east of the hoop. Now black can come back, strong position this. He's tried to get the block. I think he's got it. Well, no, yellow can get past, but can only miss black by about 1 centimetre on its right-hand side. Now, given what's happened to date, one possibility is going for the block, though it's very long range, and I don't think Reg thinks that's worthwhile, so he's now lining up to see if he can squeeze past black and clear blue to the east boundary. No, he's got black. Ten yards to just short of the peg, and so
Would you have thought this would be the result, Stephen?
Anything's possible, and
we all know that.
and I think it's just a question of Jose taking a couple of very brave decisions to run long hoops.
Played aggressively, hasn't he?
He has, and Reg's shooting has simply not been good enough in this particular game to counter it. So anyway, he's put a very good red into a yard short of 10. But blue will have a shot of only about 13 yards to get rid of it. I'd rather fancy black might make that difficult. Black's about a yard behind red. And I think he may have blocked it, yes. So. And yellow goes down about 2 foot to the left of black.
We need some Spanish commentary too.
Good. Let's.
Parece que Pepe ve poco de la roja. Está jugando un juego muy valiente y jugando fenomenal. Bravo. Ha sido un golpe buenísimo.
We could be very close to the end because Pepe has just cleared red to the south boundary, with blue following on, and now black simply. Red must clear black, or Pepe will have a 2-yard hoop for the championship.
Importante golpe de Reg, que parece que ve negra.
And Reg gets it on the nose. Brave shot. Pulled out a clearance when he needed it. And now black is some 15 yards north of the hoop. And we'll be trying to return the compliment to yellow, which is some 2 or 3 yards north. So 12-yarder black on yellow. And just flicks it. So yellow is now 3.5 yards to the left, to the west of the hoop, and black's on the north boundary.
Un dato curioso es que cada vez que Reg da un golpe que no le gusta, se borra el golpe con un gesto con la mano pasándola por delante de la frente, y de esa manera deja de pensar en ese golpe y se concentra en el siguiente golpe. Bueno, ahora vamos a ver qué hace Reg, que tiene la roja frente al aro, pero el público parece que le molesta, así que se separa y se vuelve a concentrar. Quizá para tirar a aro o despejar la bola azul, porque él tiene su amarilla colocada.
No, he went for the hoop. Now it may well be that was simply because he doesn't think that black can clear yellow, which is in position, but he actually missed it on the left, glanced off the left-hand wire and is finished on the south boundary himself. But I must be that black can see yellow. Jose is setting up with intent to... This is a 7.5-yard clearance, 7 metres. And, yep, nails it. So Reg now has an 18-yarder to clear blue. He's about 2 yards south of hoop 5, and blue itself is 2 yards south of hoop 10. And and almost goes in off, but not quite.
Casi hace una bola aro preciosa. Ha despejado la azul, mandándola casi a la esquina, que se va a volver a recolocar. Pepe.
So blue's been sent back to 4 meters, 4 yards south of hoop 9, sort of long running position, which creates the threat which red has to counter. Now he's just going to bring red in to join it. So he's got his own. And that could be blocking blue at the hoop, which is good. And now black, from probably no more than 8 yards, 7 or 8 meters, will probably try and move red to again force Reg Bamford to have to play yellow and hit blue from a range of... Oh, he went for the hoop and almost got it. That would have been a dramatic end to the match. But I suspect that means that blue can try and run the hoop from where it lies, that red is not blocking, and so he knew that he had a second chance even if he missed. So it's now yellow from the north boundary firing at blue, probably 10 yards, 11 yards this. Absolutely crucial. And he gets it. Not very well, but his ball flies off to the penalty spot and blue is moved to some 8 yards away from the hoop. And again, this may well be that Jose will take the view that if he's got a shot at the hoop, he'll take it and finish in style. No, he's clearing red. I can't tell. You may be right, yes, that he was... So the drama continues. And red is marking a spot about 4 meters south of 10. This creates a general threat. Everyone knows he can run from that position, so it forces Jose to do something about it, either blocking or clearing. And what he's made sure is that blue may be able, blue's on the south boundary, beyond, so on the north boundary, directly behind 10, and I think he's wired so Jose's forced now to move red.
Con la azul no parece que viera la roja, así que ha tenido que quitar con la negra. Ha hecho una quitada muy bonita donde él se ha quedado colocado y le ha dejado a Reg con un tiro muy difícil con la roja. Y Reg ahora se coloca intentando quitarle el tiro a la negra, pero creo que no le impide a la negra. Pero bueno, la negra de todas formas se la va a quitar a la roja.
Okay, we're in a classic tactical situation. I think black can see the hoop, yellow has not blocked it. So blue will now come in, and if it can get position, it will force red to move black. Oh no, he's cleared that. Interesting. What blue could have done was just to sit in position, let black be cleared by red, and then counter-clear blue, but he's gone for a different approach. I'm not sure it actually is going to shorten the game, because now red only has a 3-yarder on black, which red is careful to hit gently, so he's not very far away from the hoop.
He doesn't have an angle with red.
No, but he doesn't need it. He's just there to prevent.
I think Pepe's going to clear him.
Well, Pepe went for the controlled clearance, but he got it half ball, so both balls are now 7 yards from the hoop. Red is 7 yards northwest and black 7 yards southwest. In comes yellow. This is what's called a very neutral position, and yellow is absolutely 1 foot south and a bit west. So, but again, I think it must leave a double. Blue is now either the ball or the hoop. So this is from about 11 yards. got it, yeah. And he got it, 11 yards, 7-3 in the final game. Superb win.
Un juego valiente de Pepe que ha sido un exitazo.
Entrevistar a Pepe.
Glad you got it second time.
Muy bien.
The third game I did play.
Yeah, no,
Felicidades, Pepe. Jugaste un gran juego.
You ran 3 really good hoops, which put the pressure on him and his shooting just
Yeah, I got ahead very quickly and then I'm 5-2 was a good difference.
Que no te vas antes de... Yo sé que todo el mundo te quiere felicitar y todo el mundo te quiere dar enhorabuenas y abrazos y demás, y tus fans, tus seres queridos, pero queremos que nos des unas pocas palabras ahorita que estás calientito, que vienes de este juego. ¿Qué te ha parecido esta experiencia de jugar esta final aquí con Bamford?
O sea, jugar con Bamford siempre es increíble, o sea, tener la oportunidad de jugar contra él, o sea, aunque sea en los grupos, ¿sabes? Da igual, jugar contra Bamford, que es el número 1 del mundo, es una pasada, es increíble y firmaría siempre. Y si encima es una final, es en casa y encima le gano, pues qué quieres que te diga, pues felicidad absoluta. Y he tenido que jugar el mejor juego que tengo porque si no es imposible. Así que muy contento.
Qué bien. ¿Qué estabas pensando justo en estos momentos críticos cuando entrando el aro 9 y cometiste un error táctico ahí que barriste tu propia bola? Que de ese momento parecía que empezaba que Bamford agarró un segundo aire. ¿Cómo retomaste el control de tus pensamientos y de tu juego?
Sí, ese momento, más que un fallo táctico, tenía hueco, o sea, fue un fallo de golpe. El golpe fue malo porque tenía hueco entre las dos bolas y simplemente la tiré a la derecha y quité mi bola. Entonces no me afectó tanto mentalmente porque no consideraba que había sido un fallo táctico, simplemente había sido un golpe que tenía poco hueco, era un golpe muy justo y le di un poquito por la derecha. Entonces no me afectó tanto y luego simplemente intentar hacer buenos swings. O sea, yo me ponía la bola y digo, haz un buen swing y si el swing es bueno, el resultado será bueno. O sea, en dejar de ir a mirarla, que estaba un poco cotilla al principio.
Vale, pues felicidades, estamos muy contentos por ti, enhorabuena. Y toda España y toda la comunidad del Croquet celebra contigo, Pepe.
Gracias,
felicidades, enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias, Rick.
Pepe, I'm just going to do a quick one in English. You've done it in Spanish. First of all, congratulations. Fantastic result. Really, really well done. I know you just said it all in Spanish. Just say it briefly in English. I think everyone gets the feelings. You just repeat what you said to Rick. Just a bit in English.
A bit in English. Well, he actually asked a few questions, but okay.
I'll let you say it. You can go freeform. I think we're good with freeform here. That's fine.
I told him that it was a great game, that getting the chance to play with Reg is always incredible. It doesn't matter whether it's a final or it's a first round or if it's the blocker stages. Playing against him is always a lesson. You have to focus maximum, and it's always great. And if you have the chance to do it in a final,
in front of your home crowd,
yeah,
in front of this, I mean, what a spectacular environment.
Yeah, so it's great, and
just amazing.
Then managed to win.
Oh.
Had to get out my best croc on the third game.
You certainly did. Looked like he was coming back at you strong. So
yes, so great. Nothing to regret, definitely.
No, nothing to regret at all. Fantastic. Listen, really well done.
Thank you. Bye.
Let you go off and celebrate with others. I'm going to try and find Reg, who is around. I'm just going to find Reg. Hold on 1 second, folks. Reg, can I just grab you over? Oh, he's just talking to Willie at the moment. Hold on one second, folks. We'll be back with you in just 1 second. I'm going to go find Reg. He's been given something from Tio Pepe. Okay, we're coming back. Reg, can I just ask you to come over here for the mic, please? Over here. Is that all right, Reg? Thanks. I see you've already got some prizes.
I have. This may be the most important one.
Could be the most important one. First of all, condolences, but what a week. What a week it's been. I think this place is incredible. How's it been for you? First time you've been to Spain?
Guy, this is my first time here. I've played in lots of croquet tournaments around the world, and I have to say that this is one of the most enjoyable. I've been made to feel incredibly welcome here. 3 lovely lawns, some great competition. That was a whole bunch of fun.
Must be a slightly different experience. I think last night I saw people actually climbing on the bar to have their picture taken with you. That was a whole new one for me.
Yeah, I know. they're a hell of a friendly bunch of people here, and they've made me feel incredibly welcome. And I'm sure there's going to be a party tonight around the bar.
I think there's going to be a big party somewhere behind you, and we all need to go and get ready for it. So I'm going to hand back to Rick to wrap up for us. And thanks very much. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry you didn't make it, but next time you'll just have to come again.
Indeed, I will.
Thank you, Reg. You've been baptized with a new name, Reginaldo, here in Spain, and we're very grateful that you came. That's right, that's right. And thank you very much. And just to recap on the game a little bit, what do you see? What do you think your game lacked? What do you think you could have done different? And how did you see yourself playing?
Look, right, with these sort of games, it turns on 2 or 3 small moments. There was a key moment in the first game at Hoop 8 where I was 4-3 up and went 6-4 down after 6 shots. So, if you take that out the game, I could have won that. So, right, the game turns on key moments. But that said, I thought that Pepe played really well. And really deserved his victory today.
Are you ready for the British Open? Is that next week?
Yeah, so that starts on Tuesday next week. Really looking forward to that, and this is a fantastic warm-up for it.
Very cool. What do you think about the Spanish crowd?
Slightly one-sided, I have to say, but I think I was anticipating that. But to be fair, they cheered and clapped me as much as they did Pepe, so I've got no complaints, but they are very friendly. And I'm really looking forward to the party tonight.
Bien, well, thank you very much, Reg. Y ahí la tienen, señores y señores. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Ha sido un fantástico partido. Reg Bamford dio todo. Pepe Riva lo supera con un magnífico partido. Estamos muy agradecidos. Está aquí Luis Gortázar para despedirlos y agradecerles.
Bueno, pues muchísimas gracias en nombre de la Federación. La verdad es que ha sido un exitazo de campeonato. Nos alegra que los medios cada vez nos empiezan a hacer un poco más de caso, gracias a la divulgación paulatina del croquet en España. Muchísimas gracias y hasta el siguiente.
Pedazo de partido que nos ha tocado ver. Muchas gracias, muchachos. Gracias.
Yo lo que estaba era otro muchacho. Que venga. ¿Y esto no lo puedo ver?
Federación Española de Croquet.